IKEA just released 21 smart home products that cost almost nothing, and we're talking about $6 smart bulbs, $10 motion sensors, and climate sensors. Cheaper than a pizza, and the crazy part is that they all work with Apple HomeKit, Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and every Matter smart home system you already own. So I bought every single device IKEA had just to find out one thing. Is this actually good, or is it just cheap garbage? Today, I'm showing you what's inside every box. What happened when one device completely failed, why that could ruin your whole setup, and whether you should actually buy any of this. So let's get into it. Full transparency, I didn't need to test these because I already run a full smart home using Zigbee, Matter, and Z-Wave across multiple platforms. But when IKEA announced these prices, I had one simple question: what's the catch? So I bought everything that's available right now with no sponsorship, no affiliate deals, just pure curiosity. Here's what I got, starting with the Kojplat smart bulbs in 3 versions of 470 lumen bulb for about $6, an 806 lumen bulb for around $10, and a super bright 1521 lumen bulb for about $13, and they're all wirelessly dimmable with full white spectrum control. Then there are the DIRIGERA remotes in 2 styles, a simple dual button version for $8 and a scroll wheel version for about $9. And they come with magnetic backs, wall mounts, and the ability to control up to 3 different lighting scenes. Next is the MegSpray motion sensor for $10, and yes, that name means mosquito spray in Swedish. No, it has nothing to do with what it does, and yes, welcome to IKEA naming. There's also the Temperflot temperature and humidity sensor for $10 with a built-in display, the Migbit door and window sensor for $8, the Clipbox water leak detector for $10, and finally the Alpstuga air quality sensor for $30, which tracks PM2, 5 temperature and humidity in one device, although keep in mind it doesn't include a USB-C cable or wall adapter, so you'll need to supply that yourself. When you add everything up, I'm looking at about $100 for a full sensor setup that normally costs $300 to $400 from brands like Philips or Aqara. So yeah, the pricing is genuinely aggressive. But cheap smart home gear usually means one of 3 things: bad build quality, terrible software, or it doesn't work with anything else, and IKEA's old Thread-free system had that last problem because it used Zigbee with a proprietary gateway and messy integration. These new products are different because everything runs on Matter over Thread, and in normal human language that means these devices work natively with every major smart home platform without hacks or bridges, including Apple Home, Google Home, Amazon Alexa SmartThings, and Home Assistant, basically everything. So let's crack them open, and the packaging is classic IKEA with white and yellow boxes, minimal waste, no plastic clamshells that fight back, and every device has a QR code for pairing on both the box and the product itself. The bulbs feel solid and not like cheap plastic that cracks if you look at it wrong. The remotes actually have weight, and the magnetic back is strong enough that I stuck one to my oven, and it is still there 2 weeks later. Now the sensors get interesting because the motion sensor is IP67 rated, meaning it's sealed against dust and water, so you can literally mount this outside in the rain for $10, while most outdoor motion sensors start around $30. The temperature sensor has a clever design where you press it once and it shows temperature, then humidity right on the screen, so you don't need your phone just to check your room. And the water leak sensor is simple. but important because you put it under your sink or washing machine, and the moment it detects moisture, it screams and sends a notification to your phone, and one flooded basement costs way more than $10. Now let's talk about the brain of the system, the DIRIGERA hub, which is a white cube about the size of a small router with power and Ethernet on the back, and you just plug it in and you're running. In 2026, this hub is special because it has a full Matter controller with a built-in Thread border router, meaning it doesn't just control IKEA gear. It can manage Matter devices from any brand and also bridge old IKEA Zigbee products into the new ecosystem. So if you already own trad-free gear, you don't have to replace everything. The price is about $109 in the US and around $70 in Europe, which is competitive with a HomePod Mini or Google Hub, but built specifically for smart homes. Setup was mostly simple because you plug in the hub, download the IKEA Home Smart app, scan the QR code, and you're connected in about 2 minutes. And the first 2 bulbs added instantly. The third one didn't, and the app just spun and failed. So here's the fix. Turn the bulb off and on 6 times quickly until it blinks. Then unplug the hub, wait a few seconds, plug it back in, and try again. And it connected instantly. Most sensors paired on the first try except the door sensor, of course the one I actually needed, and I kept getting timeout errors again and again. What finally fixed it was rebooting the hub and fully resetting the sensor by holding the pairing button for 10 seconds until the LED blinked fast, and then it connected immediately. So remember this, if a device won't pair, reset the device and reboot the hub because it saves you an hour of frustration. After setup, my first impression is honestly positive because build quality is solid. Nothing feels toy-like, the app is clean, commands respond quickly, and setup took about 30 minutes including troubleshooting, which is very reasonable for a smart home install. But unboxing is the easy part, and the real question is what happens after a week of real use, whether sensors stay reliable, whether automations fire on time, and whether anything randomly disconnects. That's what I'm testing next, because in the next video I'm living with this system for 2 full weeks with daily automations, real usage, edge cases, and reliability testing. If you want to see whether IKEA's cheap smart home gear actually holds up, subscribe so you don't miss that video. Let me know in the comments what you'd want me to test, or if you already use IKEA smart home products. And thanks for watching, because I'll see you in the next one.